Hi guys, it's Anne here, and this is my Pan That Palette update number 7, so for the month of July. This video is going to be a little different than my previous months. As you can see, if you do watch my videos regularly, I'm in a different location. I am at my family home right now, but I wasn't going to film this because I don't have all my palettes with me, and I'm kind of back and forth, but I thought it might be good to actually film the update at least on the palette, and maybe if I can't remember if I took any pictures of any of the eyeshadows I have with me, but if I did, I'll insert those because I'll talk about what I have with me and kind of what I'm thinking for the month of August. So we'll start off with my actual Pan That palette, and the palette that I'm using is the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette in Warm Neutrals, and I finished an entire shadow. Yay! That one's finished entirely. This pan on this one's getting really large, and I think this one's looking pretty good too. So the three that I was focusing on were, the camera focuses, focus, were these three. I didn't hit pan on any, but I think you can even see here, like I've got some really, really good dips. I feel like I'm actually pretty close to hitting pan on this one and this one. And I've got a nice good dent on this one, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to continue to focus on those three, I think, for August, just to, again, once I hit pan on one of them, I might shift to something else. Like I kind of want to start playing with this one and see, is this a good one for summertime, or do I wait and use these for the fall? But yeah, I kind of want to maybe play with some of these other ones a little bit more. I played with this one recently and I decided to wet my brush with my setting spray. Holy crap, it made this shadow look so much better. I mean, it's a pretty nice shadow, but if you just do this, like, I don't know if you can see on my finger there, like it doesn't look like anything, but hopefully I'll show in the picture. Like, I was really impressed, so I need to try that with some of the other shadows just to see how much I can really amp them up. Like, again, somebody asked me about this palette, do I think it's worth it? I don't know if it's worth it, but I'm happy to have it. It's quite versatile and quite useful for an everyday type palette. Again, I probably wouldn't pay full price for this. Like, I think it's maybe worth like in between the $10 to $15 range Canadian, but I'm pretty sure it retails for like $20 to $24. Like, it definitely retails a lot higher than what I think it's really worth. Anyway, I'm still happy to continue using this. So this has been a very successful Pan That palette compared to last year. The other palette that I have with me right now is this City Mini palette. Let's put it right side up. And I've played with this a few times. I still haven't played with the this purple shade yet, so I want to do that, and then I'll put this palette away. I think I've played with it enough that I feel like I know it. Although I haven't tried wetting my brush with some of these, so I might try that as well. But it's a fine, nice little palette, good little travel palette. You're not going to get a whole lot of different kind of looks. My only gripe is maybe these two colors are kind of really similar. They could have maybe taken one of them out and put something else in, like maybe a dark brown or like a shimmery purple or something, like a lilac purple might have been really nice in there. Anyway, it is a nice little palette though. I'm still using some singles, so the first one is this Stila Sunset Fire. I'm going to continue using this in August because I'm really kind of enjoying these like one and done type shadows. This does have fallout though, so I kind of have to be careful. Same with this one. This is the Stila Magnificent Metals in Kitten. This is so pretty. I love playing with this. This is so much glitterier. Like, it looks just more like gold metallic, but it has so much more rainbow reflex in it once you actually put it on the eye. But again, it gets everywhere. So I think I might, the next time I go home, I might, like back to my place in Toronto, I might pick up my glitter glue and keep that with me. I'm going to continue using this one as well. And the other one I haven't really used a whole lot, but I want to continue using it again through the month of August, is this Ace Beauté in Cotton Candy. It came in a boxy charm, so people either got this one and a brown one or a purple and a silver. I'm kind of really glad I got this one because it's small mess style. And that's really all the eyeshadows I have with me right now. At home, I do have the Flamingo palette. What I wanted to do, and again, I don't know if I'll get around to this, was doing sort of a multi-look and review video on it, because I feel like it's such an underrated palette that people don't really talk about. And it, like, again, it has its pros and its cons, but it has some really nice shades in there that I think are good feature shades. And it has some like really good mattes too that work really well. So I think I want to do a video with a few different looks and just, again, review, just show swatches and show the actual palette. Because again, I don't think a lot of people talk about it. Again, I'll keep that palette out because I'm not really using it a whole lot. The other palette that I'm going to pull out is the Carly Bible. I want to say volume 2. It's like the bigger one from BH Cosmetics, not the Anastasia one. So it's the older. I know she did the collab with BH Cosmetics and she did 2 palettes. There was like the original smaller one. I have the, I think it's called the Deluxe palette. I'm going to pull that one out and play with that one where I can. It definitely probably won't travel with me though because it is a bigger palette. We'll see. I don't know. And I'm going to pull out my little mini Tarte Pro To Go palette. So that's like my summer travel palette. That's usually the one I would have brought instead of the City Mini palette, but because the City Mini one was new to me, I wanted to play with it. But I feel like I said, I've played with it enough that I want to pull out my OG summer travel palette. So that's what I'm doing with my palettes right now. It's kind of a mishmash. I'm kind of all over the place. And I am sticking to using, like I've actually been using my Project Pan palette, I feel like fairly often, just because it's easy and I don't have to think about it too much. Anyway, that's my update for my Pan That palette for 2020, update number 7. If you like this video, feel free to give it a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my tiny little channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.